Hey, my friend James Jordan here. Just wanted to say hello, hi, how you doing? Today is a epic, awesome day. Today, just yesterday, I had my first $1,000 day in my business, and I wanted to talk about it because I just had this euphoric feeling of success and accomplishment of a goal that I never really set for myself. I never really set it for myself, and I never really believed that I could do it. And then magically, what happened was I just decided to make a decision. So basically, yesterday at about like 10:44 a.m., right? I got a notification that I had received a payment for $497 from a lady named Debbie. You know, a wonderful person, a lovely human being. I can't wait to assist her in her business and help it grow. But it wasn't even 11 o'clock. I had made $500. I remember, you know, over the course, years ago before I got started in this industry, and even, during my early periods in the industry where I was struggling, it was hard for me to make $500 in a week. So to be able to make that before 11 o'clock in the morning, when honestly I had just woke up, I was doing some training, I was learning some new stuff about video marketing and all this other stuff. I wasn't even working on my business yet, really. I was just, I was in student mode. And to make $500 in the morning, I was like, yay, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, and here's what I want to emphasize to you in this video right here. Just give me a sec. What I want to emphasize to you in this video is that I didn't stop there. Now, most people, when they make more than they, made in a week, right, or made in a day, by 11 o'clock, what do? They fold up shop, they leave, they go out, have fun, watch TV, whatever, and there was something inside of me, right? There was something inside of me that just said, keep going. There was just something, I don't know what it was, but I just had this feeling of, you can do better than this today. You can have a day that you've never had before in your life. And I made that decision, right? So I made that decision, and what happened was, boom. This was awesome. You see, I've had $500 days in my business before, so to make $500 wasn't a big deal to me. I mean, it was a big deal in the sense of, it's $500. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's $500. I'll take $500 any day. You know what I mean? But to double that on the same day was amazing. And the thing is, I didn't work half as hard as I've worked in the past in my business in order to make $1,000. So when you look at someone who's making money online and they say it's much easier to make money than it is to be broke when it comes to the internet and the power of the internet, it's absolutely true. You see, the reason why you're still struggling is because you haven't made a decision, you haven't got clear and focused and had clarity in your goals, and also on top of that, you haven't made the decision, right? You haven't made the decision to take massive action and get started. The one reason why I had created the Just Get Money team inside of my business is because I understand that if you're a brand new marketer or if you're struggling online, what happens is you get to this point where you just stop. Either you're constantly learning stuff but not implementing anything, or you're implementing things but you're not getting any success because you don't know what to fix, you don't know what's wrong, you don't have any leadership, you don't have any mentorship, and you get frustrated. And then you can even get to a point where you have all this knowledge, right, and you just keep not doing anything just because you feel that you're a marketer and you know this and that, and you're not going to fall for this or that or whatever, right? I've gone through all that stuff. So I wanted to emphasize that with you is because my first $1,000 day was the easiest day in my business I've ever had. And I could honestly say that with 100% conviction. My first $1,000 day was the easiest day I've ever had in my business. I didn't feel like I was doing any work at all whatsoever. And it's because of a mental shift. I've had a paradigm shift in my business. over the course of the last couple weeks, I've made some massive transformations. I'm stepping my game up. I'm more consistent in my actions, and look and behold, I've been more consistent in my actions, right? Doing the things that produce income, right? Also gaining more knowledge, gaining more training, and implementing the things that I'm learning in my business. And I go from, struggling in my business a little bit, just a little bit, to having my first $1,000 day. And it's absolutely possible for you right now. If you're someone who's struggling and you want the secret, right? Well, the secret is you got to take massive action, but a big secret to taking massive action is finding the right leader, finding the right mentorship, finding the right person that you connect with on a cellular level that you can work with in your business, someone that you feel that you like and that you trust that has proven results in business. Because if you don't have that, then what you have is you have confusion. The people who I connected with to make my first $1,000 day, right? These are people who are online, who are struggling in their business, and they want help. They're seeking guidance. They're seeking mentorship. They're seeking training. They're seeking knowledge. They're seeking value. They want results. At the end of the day, they want all of those things so that they can get the end result that they want in their business, which is more clarity, more focus, more results, and more money, right? So when you're able to position yourself in a way where your prospect is absolutely in awe of you and has no problem about paying you $497 or $997 or $2,000 or whatever, right? Whatever amount, it comes from a place of mastering a skill set. So what is the skill set that I've mastered that allowed me to have my first $1,000 day? There's a couple. One is lead generation, getting traffic online and lead generation, of course. And number two is phone skills. The one thing that I would say is that, I learned how to close over the phone a long time ago. I learned how to close over the phone a long time ago, a couple years back. I ended up hiring a multi-millionaire, and it changed my approach to my life. It changed my approach to how I talk on the phone. It changed my approach when it comes to my posture. So nowadays in my business, I don't care who I'm talking to because I know what I know, and I know I have value in the marketplace, and that's why I'm able to go from having $500 days to having $1,000 days in my business. Now I have to up the ladder, right? Now I want to have my first $2,000 day. Now that is my next goal, because I can tell you right now, I didn't wake up saying to myself that I was going to make $1,000. Or I'm going to make $1,000 today. What happened was I created a result. I got a result in my business, which was the $497, and I was like, I can do better than this. I just made a decision to do better. I was like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but you know what? I can do better. Let me take more action. So I took more action, and I made another $497, $1,000. So I want to emphasize this to you because I'll tell you right now, I am a normal human being. There's nothing special about me. I mean, I feel I'm special because I'm unique, and all of us are, right? But there's nothing special as far as how I was able to do it. I mean, I don't care if you're a monkey. I don't care if you're someone who's brain dead when it comes to internet marketing. I don't care if you've struggled in your network marketing business or MLM. It doesn't matter. Once you understand the core concepts to really creating a real business, and once you get in front of someone that is truly seeking to help you achieve the goals that you want to get in your life, what happens is things start to move in your favor. When you decide to take massive action and you align yourself with people that can help you and assist you get to where you want to go, the universe has no choice but to move in your favor. I mean, just look at what I did. I decided to take action, and I had my first $1,000 day. I didn't sit there and press upon it, I need to do it, I need to do it, I need to do it. I just said to myself, I can do better. Let's see what I can do. And boom, there you go. I've had my best income day ever in my business. I mean, I remember when I've worked for people in the past, it would take me 2 weeks to make $1,000, if that. I might be lucky if I was to get $1,000, depending on the job that I had. So to be able to do that in a day, in a 24-hour period, is amazing. And did I work all day? Absolutely not. I went out and played basketball. Got to hang out with some people that I grew up with, and I got to play basketball, right? And then I got to hang out with my kids. I got to hang out with my fiance. I talked to my best friend for a little bit, just to talk about my day and all the excitement that I had and whatnot. And it was just a normal, peaceful day. It was a normal, peaceful day. It was very euphoric. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because I want you to understand that it's possible. It's possible. And right now, you may be watching this video and you're like, well, wow, how did he do that? I don't, can I do that? Is it possible? Well, I just proved to you that it's possible. So don't have a thought or a mindset in your head that, oh, I can't do it. It's, I just can't do it. Because that's false. Because if I could do it, you could do it. And it took me a while to get to that place in my business and in my mindset. But through personal development, constantly reading personal development books, meditation, I do Tai Chi, all this different types of stuff. And I also got myself in alignment with leaders, right? Leaders who were in a better position than I was, and I simply followed what they told me to do. So that's how I was able to sit here and have my first $1,000 day. Now, how do you do it? That's the question. How do you go from, being broke, not having any money, struggling in your business, barely being able to get by on your bills, right, to being able to make more in a day than you make in a week or two? Well, you have to change your mindset. That's number one. And number two, you have to change your actions. You have to change your habits. So here's what I want to recommend to you. If you're truly serious, right? If you're truly serious about living the life of your dreams, living a lifestyle that you've never dreamed of before, being able to purchase the dream home that you want in your life and in your business, being able to get that car that you want, being able to always provide your family and loved ones with the things that they want or need, you have to really hone in, find some leadership, and find a system, a proven formula to produce income on a consistent basis in your business. Because once you have a proven formula, then the only factor is you. And then once you can start focusing on you, then what happens is you start to make moves, you start to make changes in yourself and in your habits. You start to take massive action. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't have my first $1,000 day if I didn't take massive action. So the point is, you got to get going. You got to get started. You have to take massive action. And if you're struggling right now in your business, right? You're struggling right now in your business. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the bottom of this video. There should be a link either at the bottom of this video or to the right-hand side, left-hand side, wherever. Somewhere you're going to see a link. I want you to click on it. And then what's going to happen is you're going to be rerouted to a website where you enter in your best email address, the email that you check at least twice a day. And then you're going to watch the video where it breaks down the very system that I currently use in my business that's taught me the principles and concepts that allowed me to have my first $1,000 day. So debunk all the negativity that you have in your life right now. Debunk all the negativity that you have in your head because of conditioning right now about wealth and mindset and business and making money online, because it's possible. People do it every day. I'm one of those people. You can be the next success story when it comes to making money over the internet. So go to the bottom of this page, right? Go to the bottom of this page and click on the link right now, enter in your best email address and watch the video and get started. You see, what I've come to find is that those who take massive action and those who take massive action right away are the people who succeed the fastest, right? They are the people that succeed the fastest. Here's one golden tip that I want to give to you that I've learned from someone who made multiple six figures last year, right? Speed of implementation. Speed of implementation is absolutely important for you in your business, because when you learn something, if you just sit around and not do anything, guess what happens? You get no results. So me talking about having my first $1,000 day and teaching you some core concepts that allowed me to have my first $1,000 day, that's why I'm telling you, you need to take action, you need to get started, and Empower Network is absolutely changing lives. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't have my first $1,000 day in my business right now if I didn't get started with Empower Network. Now, how much does it cost? That's the real question, right? Well, to get started with Empower Network is $25. I mean, you spend more than that every single day, doing whatever. You spend more than that on your cable bill every single month. You spend more than that on your gas every week to go to a dead-end job that you're struggling with, and that's why you're looking at an opportunity like Empower Network, and you're even watching this video. And you got to think about it. I mean, $25 is a cheap dinner for two. It's going to the movies. Prime time. Going to the movies prime time. I mean, seriously, it's $25. I mean, is $25 going to keep you from living your dreams? Is $25 going to keep you from finding a income stream, a income source that you can use and leverage so that you can get that dream car that you want that costs, 3 to 4 times as much as you make in a year right now? It's $25. So get started, right? Click the link at the bottom of this video, watch the video on the next page, and get started. Get your blogging system inside of Empower Network for $25, because it's going to be something that's going to help you achieve the goals and the dreams that you want for yourself in your life. So this is James Jordan. I just wanted to say, take care. Have a great day. Watch me like you watch TV and watch your income grow, my friend. This is James Jordan. Take massive action. Get started. Click on the link below. Watch the video, okay? Enter in your best email address and watch the video, and then get started and purchase Empower Network's blogging system for $25. That way you can become a part of the Just Get Money team inside of Empower Network. And we're absolutely changing lives. We have nothing but top-of-the-line training for you inside of your business, and I want to assure you that you will have a proven formula to produce income in your business. That's the one thing that I've come to find, is that online most people are lost. So if you want to get out of being lost and you want to stop struggling, you want to start making some money, get started. Click on the link below and take massive action, and I will see you on the inside, my friend. This is James Jordan. Welcome to the Get Money team. Take care. I will see you on the inside. Have a great day. Take action. Ciao.